So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll go. Here's Williams. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also in. Knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago. Williams loses the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they'll be inside the red zone with the ball at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Now here's a fake on the jet sweep as he'll go instead with Pacheco. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. DeMarcus Walker there on the stop. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They'll run here with Pacheco. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to widen their advantage. Extra point by Butker is on target. The kickoff unit is out. This one away. This taken in at the goal line. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as he'll be backed up to start this drive. Here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. On play action, here's Williams. He finds his target, Allen. 45 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for. I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
Throwing again here, Williams. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Williams. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be brought down.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Keenan Allen from 13 yards out. And the Bears get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick. Through the back of the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. At the 39-yard line.
So the first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
He'll look middle here and get it to a Dunes. And taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to.
Travis Kelce. Inside the 10. And did he get in? No. They'll mark him out at the 1-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Pacheco is in. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Butker now to add the extra point. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half. They'll bring the football out to the 25. fading here in the second quarter. Not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out. They decide to take a shot. With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan.
On second down, here's Williams. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's caught inside the 35. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play that time through the air. And even 60 yards. And that'll do it for the end of the second. And I settled into the booth, ready for quarter. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having
He can put his foot in the ground and break to the sideline and make a catch.
Off the play fake, it's Williams. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones picks up his second sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. To throw, Williams. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Williams to try again on 2nd and 10. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Down to the 10. And he will take this one home. A makeover on that sideline, Charles. This defense, they just seem to be a step in front of them and not giving them a chance to implement any of those changes. And here, a pick six, and they widen the lead.
At least a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps. And right now, they are thinking hard about putting this opponent away. That turnover, it grew their lead and just totally deflated that offense. Now these next couple of series, you can take them out of the game entirely if you continue on this pace.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 2nd and 10, it's Williams again. He's going to look deep for more. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time. Wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. 2nd and 9. Up the middle, here's Pirine. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Again, here's Pirine. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, you certainly have to give him. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he's going to get this one down near the 40.
Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Watch the screen. Pass. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Hey, Trying for it with Pirine. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
And we tend to give those running backs and the slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. All runs on this.
To start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And this time not quite to the 30, only down at the 31-yard line.
This drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey. 4 down. Eyes on 10. Eyes on 10.
Here's Pacheco once again. And room there to work it inside the 25. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice again. They can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
49.
They run with a veteran speedster. It's Kareem Hunt. And their lead.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And not a great decision to bring it out there as he's tackled just beyond the 10.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On second down, Evans looking for space. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On third down, here comes Swift. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He'll get this into the hands of Adunze. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. The throw over the middle taken in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is. That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
2nd and 10. To throw once more, here's Williams. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
To the air on 3rd down is Williams. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring...
Williams loses the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs.